As you know, leads are usually placed on pipelines. You may choose to have a lead not on a pipeline, but in almost every situation, you will place a lead on a pipeline. So it's interesting to look at how we can filter our pipeline. So for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go into a different machine. One of the benefits of Lead Machine is that you can have multiple machines in a single account. So I'm going to go to the demo machine. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to show you a search group that I created. So we've got here the Facebook ad search group. And if we go search and we go edit that group, you can see here that this has the tag Facebook ad. So these are all the people that have heard about me through a Facebook ad. Now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go on to my pipelines. And you'll see here I have an implementation process and a sales process, as some businesses might have. And I'm now going to go to my sales process. And in the sales process, you'll see here I have all of these leads here. Now, what I can do is I can actually filter this pipeline by search groups. So I can say, just show me the leads that have come from contacts in the search group Facebook ad. And so when we do that, we notice, hey, you know what? We've actually got quite a few contracts signed from the Facebook ad search group. Okay, fantastic. Those Facebook ads, from what we can see here, they seem to be doing fairly well. Now let's compare that by the newspaper ads. So if we go to the newspaper ads, we can see, look, we haven't actually got any contracts signed. Now, obviously in a business, you're going to want to download all of your leads. You're going to do, want to do full-on reporting. But what this does is it gives you a sense as to how your pipeline's going based on these contact search groups. So one way that we use this filter was to understand where our leads come from. Another way is to think about who is our customer. So for example, we might create a group called High Net Worth, or we might create a group people from Australia versus people from Canada. And we might notice, hey, you know what? The people from Canada seem to be buying all of our stuff. The people from Australia, not so much. So you can filter your pipeline by different demographic information to understand what type of person buys from you, what type of person doesn't buy from you. Another way to filter these pipelines is through the salesperson. So for example, you might have one salesperson that's bringing in, lots of contract signs and is, all their leads are towards the end of the pipeline, whereas another salesperson, not so much. So again, here in our filter, you can look at leads assigned to different people and filter it based on that. Another really interesting way to filter your pipeline is based on emails clicked. So for example, what you can do through click rules or email rules, which will be shown in a separate video, is that whenever someone clicks on an email, you can tag them as having clicked on that email. So what you can do is, let's just say people click on up to 7 emails before they purchase things. What you can do is you could filter this pipeline by each email. So you might notice that for whatever reason, the people that sign up, they end up clicking on email 7. Email 7 was the most compelling, the most convincing, the most persuasive email. And for whatever reason, that seems to have had some effect on them actually purchasing. So what you might experiment doing then is potentially putting email 7, instead of making it email 7, maybe making it email 2, so that people see it sooner and as a result, they buy sooner.